still watching Prime Morning. In our intro, we did speak about the fact that it's important to be motivated and you need somebody to hold your hand to get to the top. Hence, every single one of us need mentors. We need coaches, and it's important in everybody's life. Everybody who is successful will tell you that it was somebody who held their hand, or somebody inspired them, or somebody coached them. Now, this morning we have ICF Ghana chapter right here, and I'm excited because finally ICF is in Ghana. The man Scofrey Nana Yao Yabua is right here with us, and he's the president for ICF Ghana chapter, and he's also with PCC, a transformational coach. Good morning.
This rap is very heavy.
I shouldn't rap you. I have to rap you. People are seeing that I'm rapping. You have to rap you. You taught me well. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Very good. How are you too?
I'm fine, thank you. And I'm excited about ICF because you know what? Some of us are where we are because of coaches, because of mentors. And so hearing this means that our young generation, there's definitely light for them.
Absolutely.
I have a problem with most of them because I felt like, you know, they were not getting the right kind of coaches. But this is definitely a different one. Tell us a bit about ICF.
Well, thank you for the opportunity, and good morning to your cherished viewers. The International Coaching Federation is the largest coaching association in the world. So you can liken it to every accountant worth his salt will want to pursue ACCA.
Okay.
The same way that every coach worth his or her salt will want to meet the global coaching standard. Something we have 8 competencies that your coaching must match. Okay. We have ethical standards. We have professional conduct and everything. And it's so golden that anyone who subscribes to ICF is somebody worth his or her salt. So being the mother of coaching body or the coaching practice in the world, there is the structure where they want to do what we call local government of a sort. They want to make sure countries are able to own a part of the ICF of a sort. And that comes in the frame of a chapter. And the journey towards chaptering, it's a whole ball game altogether. So you were right to say for Ghana to reach a chapter status, we are second now to Nigeria. Nigeria was the first in the West African sub-region. Ghana is second now. It should tell you that it's been almost 6 years to even come after Nigeria. Wow. That should tell you it takes a lot of hard work and effort, and also to be able to have a country where coaching is festering, for which ICF can become a vehicle to grow an industry. If you look at what ICF has done, ICF is now conducting massive research that has even shifted coaching into neuroscience to be able to understand what is the neuroscience evidence, what does coaching does to an individual, the future of coaching in AI, in enculturation, all that. So ICF is basically the mother body for any coach,
no matter the sector you are in.
Exactly, for any coach, so because it is in there you can find the varied niches. So when you say life coaching, where the leadership, the executive, the somatic, the neuroscience coaching, all that falls under, that is the mother body you want to go to. And for ICF to find itself in Ghana means a lot. Now,
you concentrating on Ghana, let's talk about, you know, how it can actually help with the human capital in Ghana's development, because we keep complaining, we keep talking about the government and this and that and that. So how does coaching play a great role in here?
If you pick the human capital development spectrum or the continuum, there is the part called training and there is the part called mentoring. But the last leg was not present, which is coaching. So now if you pick the human capital development spectrum, we now have a coaching industry to augment both the skill, the training and everything, the mentoring, because the results coaching give to support these two, it's so unique, as I mentioned, even if you take it into the human science end.
Right.
The moment you have an ICF chapter, automatically you have a coaching industry duly established. It now puts Ghana on the global map that we are a key stakeholder and a player when it comes to the coaching industry globally. That alone, if for instance, as a chapter, we want to hold or host any big event, that is sanctioned by ICF, and we get funding for that. Where does that funding sit? It sits into our economy. When coaches have a bar, there's a standard pricing for every coach, the minimum should be there. It automatically puts Ghanaian coaches who comes from the breed of ICF on that pedestal, that you can work in that framework anywhere. So coaching will support our human capital development such that people will become authors of their own lives.
All right.
That is the power of coaching. Recently, one of my clients said that, Scoffrey, do you know what you've done with me? And I said, share. She said, you seduced me in loving myself, which has changed my life for good. All that she wanted to say was that the support I gave her first got her to now look at herself through the mirror
in a different way,
that her life has turned around drastically. That is what having an industry for coaching does from the leadership level. Look, who coached Mandela? Who coached Barack Obama? Who coached Clinton? Who is coaching this, our latest tennis young lady who won the US Open? Who is coaching all the big people you know? If you enter in any room, let's say in the Silicon Valley, every brain there has got a coach. Who is coaching our brains? Who is in the silent corner of our president? Who is in the silent corner of our parliamentarians? Who is the silent corner of leaders leading agencies, institutions? So if you compare what is showing up for us versus what is happening elsewhere, you can see the distinction is so clear, because it's the same book knowledge, it's the same technical know-how, but something is not in the equation, which is coaching. So this is what coaches bring to the table to facilitate and support Ghana's development.
Let's talk about the Ghana chapter. Is there anything or any particular areas you're focused on?
Well, I am excited about the hybrid of coaches we have. We cut across the spectrum of coaching.
Okay.
Across every facet of coaching. I mean, the niches, if it is leadership, if it is executive, if it is youth, if it is gender specific, those who are well versed in coaching men alone, those who are well versed in coaching women alone, those who are well versed in relationship coaching, those who are well versed in career coaching.
Can you tell me the difference between coach and a counselor?
So this is the beautiful thing. Counseling from the basics will get to tell you what to do with your life. If you lift it up even to the therapy level, they're able to prescribe even medication and stuff. Coaches comes from the end where we ask you what you want to do with your life. Because we want you to own your thought, own your feelings, own your actions and inactions. Look, Rosalind, the human being is a phenomenon. And one of the greatest ways to expand that phenomenality is through questioning. And a coach more or less hold a mirror for you. That what do you see? Why do you see what you see? A simple question asks, why are you here? Where are you presently in your life? What do you want to live for? These questions are not thought-provoking, but it can shake your whole human fiber. So that is where we have the pathing, that therapy, counseling, and mentoring, we shift in our methodology. Coaches ask questions nobody had ever asked you before, or you have never even thought of. So that is where we have the symmetry. That's why we also say that coaching augments. I have psychologists that I refer clients to. When I notice this is therapy, I will be able to say, oh, no, that's this point you need therapy. I have therapists, I have psychologists who also refer clients to me. And the beautiful thing about our membership, there are those who come from psychological background and have majored in coaching. Okay. There are those who come from legal background, have majored in coaching. There are those who come from pure HR backgrounds have majored in coaching. So this is the beauty that the ICF Ghana chapter has got. We've got the spectrum. It doesn't matter the background you are coming from. There is a tailored niche of coach who can support you in achieving your goals. So I just want you to imagine that what will happen when Ghana is taking critical decisions and there are only even 2 coaches at the table? What will happen?
Do we have the coaches?
We have the numbers who can step into any space
and
create dimensions. Because it's taking us a long haul. Coaching is one of the most tedious and expensive career on this earth.
Oh wow!
Yeah, to go to coaching school with a sort, you're not talking anything less than $10,000.
Hey.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Are coaches the same as consultants?
Every coach comes from a certain varied background. Okay, let's say you have done media, you've grown your acumen, and you want to go to coaching school. Remember, that experience that you've gathered in media does not fizzle out. Because it gets you to look at life in a certain way than the ordinary person. So every coach have got a back end or a backup. Because if I coach you in doing what you're doing, it's okay. At this point, I will need you to consult for me in getting this thing done, which does not require you being the one spearheading. Yes, you have coaches who have consulting backgrounds. You have coaches who come from the fold of, let's say, mentoring. You have coaches who come from the fold of therapy. So a coach can play the role of a consultant per what is required. But every professional coach will tell you, what I am offering at this moment is not coaching, it's consulting.
Okay.
Because consulting gives you the space to say, you're able to describe, looking at what you just shared, I can suggest that this could be the challenge, and I can profess these solutions. That is consulting. But a coach will ask you, how did you get here?
Okay.
You see the difference? A coach will ask you, how did you get to this point? What did you not do? What choices did you make? What choices did you not make? So that we open you up to things you may not have considered. It's like a coach gives you space to do a 3D of your situation. Whilst a consultant will say, oh, this is what I think will be the challenge. This is a tailor-made solution. So you don't own the solution, it's a suggestion. But as a coach, yours is to give your client the space to evoke and cultivate their own solutions.
So who can be a coach?
For me, what I've learned on this job as a career or as a profession is everybody can be, but where would your heart be? That is the bottom line, because it is one of the most profound careers on earth, just like medicine or surgery and everything. But for all the experience I've gathered, it comes more as a calling than just a craft. It comes more as a calling. It comes more as a purpose than just a skill and a craft you want to obtain from a coaching school. A lot have gone to coaching school, but they cannot practice. Just like I don't have gone to school of medicine and cannot practice. There is a back end of a call that I think, as I know and have experienced with myself. Because it is not easy. If there's something we call quantum entanglement, as we sit and we are talking, there is something that's emerging. That is why you're asking the question you are asking. That is why I'm giving the answers I'm giving. It is not just accident. So coaching goes deeper. If you look at the works of Marshall Goldsmith and everyone that I know, quantum entanglement occurs, bringing stuff of the future you and I have not thought of into the present so that you can work it out. It is not just a matter of skill, messianity. No, there is more. When the individual opens him or herself up, that it's a calling I am tangoing with to support lives, something else shifts.
So if I want to sign up, is there anything I have to imagine or look out for?
To sign up with a coach, ask the coach also questions. Scot-free, which coaching school did you attend? How long have you been coaching? What caliber of clients have you been coaching? What is the threshold of results for your clients? And after you ask all these questions, go back to, now the internet is there, go back and check. Whom does that person represent in the fray as a coach? It allows you to build trust, because one of the core competencies of ICF coaches is building trust, safety, ability to create presence for the person to feel that at that moment, even if my heart were to pop out of my chest, I could hear the sound. So these are some of the things a client must be looking out for. You could come for executive coaching, and if I through the journey by 2 sessions and I realize that I'm not tailored for you per the niche I hold, I can refer you to somebody. So ask questions. Those who want to be members of ICF Ghana chapter must first go to a coaching school.
Oh, wow.
Yes, because you will need to sign up with the ICF global body, the International Coaching Federation. You need to first sign up. Your school must be recognized in the system. Look, it's a golden standard. Cut across. Recently, ICF won about 4 awards in that caliber of organization with highest standard of practice.
Wow.
So when you sign up, you are out of school and you sign up, and they realize that, okay, you live in Ghana, then they suggest to you, do you want to belong to Ghana's chapter? And this is what excites us, because we know every member have gone through a credible school of jurisprudence, have met certain criteria, standard coaching hours before you come in. A member. So that we just don't say it's a wholesale. No. ICF is not a wholesale career. It takes a lot.
Wow. So what are some of the schools that we are looking out for? Like, okay, what school we say that you attended this school, so now you can become an ICF member?
I can only talk about the school I attended.
Maybe I'll say that, okay, I went to ABCD school, I can, and you tell me that,
so
oh, no, you don't qualify.
There are various schools. There is one of the good coaching schools, I think, in Singapore. I've forgotten their name. Ericsson. And of course, I do Coaching Global, my alma mater in the US. A couple. So one of the good things chapter does is that it's not going to compel Ghanaians to come together and create a certifying coaching school.
Okay.
I think Nigeria have got 2 now. We will need to now also come together.
We don't have even one?
No, we don't have. Listen, Rosalind, if anybody is to say to you, there is a coaching school credentialed by ICF as it stands in Ghana, I'm sorry, there is none.
Oh, wow.
So all of us have gone to coaching schools outside of our jurisdiction. So that is how come we are so keen on making sure this chapter drives that innovation, that we can also put up a coaching school here that is ICF credentialed, so that we still meet the standard out there.
Wow. I'm just waiting. Will it come up very soon? Are you going to create one yourself? Maybe. Have you thought about it?
The coaches are thinking through, because others, we do coaching training for managers, we do coaching training for people who need to be able to use a bit of the coaching skill in their leadership and responsibilities. So if that is on the offing, that should tell you that it can now go into a full-blown credentialed ICF school.
It's definitely going to be great to have that, because some of us probably, we might not be able to go international, so we want to, come to the school.
We can do local national. So we create our own and live
our own. So for those who are coaches out there, if they want to register, how easy is it to be a member?
It's as simple as you committing to the standards of coaching.
Okay.
The competencies of coaching. Look, it's a golden standard. When you say golden, it means you cannot toy with it. The standards that you must meet, you cannot toy with it. And you sign up with International Coaching Federation membership automatically. What we can do right now is that if you have gone through any coaching school of competent jurisdiction, that is ICF certified, just go to icfghanachapter.org. Call on us. We will support you to get you to sign up onto ICF. Then when you sign up, there are those that I sat in my room to say, okay, let's go through it, and they sign up. And just a click of the button, everything was sorted, and now they are members of ICF Ghana chapter. So we call on any coach, you know you are trained, you sign up to ICF 8 competencies, you sign up to ICF Golden Standards, Practice and Ethics. Come and let's build this together. It is about time we help build this Ghana we all want.
Now, somebody out there will be wondering, if I'm solo, I still have my clientele, so why should I be a member of it? What are the advantages of being a member of ICF?
You see, why do we do refreshers, no matter the career you go in? When you become a member of ICF, the number of what we call continuous coaching education, that is required to maintain your credentials. So PCC means Professional Certified Coach. It's the second level when it comes to the 3 bouquet. So as a member, you get to sharpen your skills daily. I have mentioned, in the past, 25 years ago, scientific research of neuroscience had not gone into coaching yet. Now, we know what coaching does to your thought, your emotions, scientifically. If you don't belong to the fold where those research come out, you can read, where would you get it from? 2, there's something we call peer and well-being. Coaches also go through their downturn cycle. Who will hold your back? It's a fellow coach, because the fellow coach also sees through things as you are going through. Then also, the ability to learn what is happening across the globe. ICF is the only coaching body that invests in research using powerful research agencies, McKinsey, Human Resource Development Institute, a lot of that. Where would you get it from? Except you are a member.
Okay.
To sharpen the edge of your knife, because I told somebody, coaching is like being a surgeon. To sharpen that blade, you must belong to a body that will hold your feet to the standards, that will hold your heart to ethics, that will hold your thought to competencies and practice on your own, before you realize you are doing something else in the name of coaching.
Wow. Is there a number that those who want to be members can call on, or maybe a link or a social media portal they can reach out to?
Well, if you go on Facebook, just put in ICF Ghana chapter, pop up. Just send a messenger. If you go on LinkedIn, ICF Ghana chapter, pop up, it will come. If you go on YouTube, it is there. If you check icfghanachapter.org, the website is also there. If you want any support via call, 0243 085 932. 0243 085 932. Email is info@icfghanachapter.org.
Godfrey, thank you so much for being here today. We are super grateful.
We are humbled for this partnership.
President of ICF chapter right here in Ghana. I will post to. If you're a coach out there, please try as much as possible to be a member. It's very, very important. He has told you all that you benefit if you become a member. So try as much as possible to become a member. And everybody out there needs a coach.